Today's episode is brought to you by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Emma Stein with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Friday, July 8th, 2022. Detroit police officer Loren Courts was shot and killed Wednesday night. Courts and his partner arrived to a scene after receiving a 911 call about shots fired. The suspect shot Courts from an apartment building using an assault-style weapon while the officer was still in his car. His death has shaken the city to its core. His family is heartbroken, unsure how to move forward without him. The police department is equally devastated and vowed to bring justice in his name. The suspect also died in the gunfight. Authorities had sought a warrant regarding assault with intent to murder for the suspect 15 days earlier, raising the possibility that the incident could have been prevented.
This is J.C. Reindl with the Detroit Free Press. Rising mortgage rates are making for a less frenzied housing market in Metro Detroit. Last summer, the average rate on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage was under 3%. Today, it is 5.3%, down slightly from a month ago when it was almost 6%. That difference between last summer and now is worth over $300 extra in monthly payments on a $250,000 house. And those higher costs for borrowers are cooling the market. Last summer, the typical negotiation was for how much over a house's asking price. Now, buyers have a bit more leverage. They can sometimes knock 5% or more off a listings price. Real estate agents say the biggest problem with the market is still the low inventory of for-sale homes. Inventory levels are trending up, but demand still outpaces supply. So even with these higher mortgage rates, we're still seeing some bidding wars.
I'm Free Press columnist Neil Rubin, and I paid a visit this week to a tree that's older than the United States. It's an American elm at historic Elmwood Cemetery in Detroit, and some experts from MSU figured out in 2016 that it was 250 years old. It survived the Dutch elm epidemic that killed at least 100,000 trees in Detroit in the 50s and 60s. It's been growing through horse and buggies and trolleys and Model Ts and now EVs, with a trunk 15 feet around and a canopy at least 100 feet in the air. But now, unfortunately, it's being treated for Dutch elm. 2 big limbs were cut off and sealed over last year. The experts say that might work, but if it doesn't, the elm will come down within a decade.
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. The Detroit Red Wings add their latest building block in the 2022 NHL Draft. The Wings selected Marco Kasper with the 8th pick during the first round of Thursday's draft. Kasper posted 7 goals and 4 assists with his Swedish League hockey team, splitting time with his junior club team where he scored 6 goals and had 7 assists in 12 games. It is expected that Kasper will play at least another year over in Sweden before heading over to play for the Red Wings. When asked about the Red Wings and where they're at in their rebuild, GM Steve Yzerman remained tight-lipped about the process. When asked about the next steps were for the summer for the Red Wings, Yzerman pointed to the following rounds of the NHL Draft, which begin today at 11 a.m.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.